It's really feeling like fall now, Kevin.
Is it ever, right? Cool, crisp mornings, a lot of frost. Afternoons are still pleasant. Right now, we're not doing bad. Again, back through Montana. Look at this. Glasgow, 78 degrees right now. Sydney, you're at 70. So we do have some 70s here in the first warm viewing area. 60s in Williston, but 55 in Garrison. So cooler over central and eastern North Dakota. All because of high pressure in Ontario and Manitoba, providing for that cool fetch of air coming in from the northeast. And the wind reflecting that here. Northeast winds overall, northeast around 5 to 15 miles per hour over central and eastern North Dakota. A little bit more of a breeze, more of a southeasterly direction here in Montana and western North Dakota, but still between about 10 and 20 miles per hour. Nice weather here for this evening. All in all, not bad at all. Quite enjoyable. Otherwise, for tomorrow morning, again, chance for some frost. Not out of the ordinary here. Fog, low-lying areas, some sloughs, river valleys. We might see more of that, especially along the rivers here, Lake Sakakawea down the Missouri River. And that potential for fog will mainly be over central and eastern North Dakota, but sunshine air a little bit drier farther toward the west into eastern Montana. Lots of sunny skies here for tomorrow. And it's not going to be that windy either, only around 5 to 15 miles per hour because that pressure gradient isn't going to be that tight. High pressure well to our northeast here. Low pressure still forming to our southwest. So really an enjoyable Tuesday, but that begins to change a little bit by Wednesday as the storm system approaches. And again, that pressure gradient will tighten up, giving us a bit of a breezy outlook here for especially Wednesday into Thursday. But with the high pressure more or less in control for the northern plains, that means limited potential for moisture. Different story though for South Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa, and Minnesota, where we could see between 1 and 3 inches, maybe locally more. Plenty of rain there. This system, though, is going to be staying to our south again because of that squeeze play going on with that high over southern Canada. That means a lot of areas here in North Dakota will not have measurable precipitation, especially over northern and eastern North Dakota. But we might just barely get clipped here for Wednesday, early Thursday over Montana, western North Dakota. Could see a couple hundredths of an inch, maybe upwards of a tenth of an inch. In Bowman, you might have the best potential for at least more in the way of measurable precip. Marmarth as well, maybe toward Lemon. Otherwise, mainly into South Dakota, don't look for a lot of rain potential in the coming days. So let's look ahead here. Next 6 to 10 days, taking us just beyond the next 7 overall, the next week ahead, looking at a warmer pattern for the western and northern United States, with a slightly milder than normal pattern expected here, with normal highs typically in the 50s and much cooler for the eastern states. But for us, as far as any big moisture makers, not so much. This is after that big system coming through here midweek this week. So for next week, looks like a much drier outlook will be on the way. Meanwhile, for overnight lows, again, temps are mostly going to be in the 30s here. 27 degrees though in Grand Forks, 34 in Bismarck, 39 in Williston. So some will be well above freezing. But again, for tomorrow, warmest of days here are still in Montana, where 75 degrees can be expected in Glasgow, upper 50s to around 60 in the Bismarck area, 66 in Williston. So a bit warmer for eastern portions of the Treasure State and western North Dakota. Typical October weather, even our daytime highs though cooling down to near 50 later this weekend of the weekend. This coming weekend will not be as mild as this past, which was just simply superb.
Our mild days aren't over though, are they?
Not really, no. October is usually a pretty good month, and I see no big change in the offing for a while.
All right, thanks.
Yeah.